Hwayi, a monster boy. A very mysterious title. He's not a monster boy, really. He sees monsters sometimes. But anyways, it stars the main kid from Shoot Me in the Heart, and I really liked him. He has the same voice as Dio from EXO, and it's so, like, just, it messes with my brain. But, he was good in this. It's about a boy who was kidnapped when he was little, and he's being raised by 5 criminals. And each father has a different, personality. You have the father that's clearly the leader, and he's fucking crazy, and then you have the really crazy father that just laughs maniacally whenever he kills someone. You have the whatever father that I actually really liked. He was just kind of there, but I actually really liked him. And then you have the father that clearly cares for him and wants him to have a better life than what they're offering him right now. And then you have the slow father. He was actually mentally challenged. He was really nice though, and he really cared for the boy. And you know, shit happens, and the boy finds out that he was kidnapped, and now he's not having it, and he just goes on like a murder rampage. And some really good fight scenes, some really good shooting scenes, some really good slaps. Again, I love the slaps. I love when they, not when they punch each other, but when they slap each other. I love that. Lots of stabbings, lots of shootings, lots of stabbing in the neck, lots of like cutting off limbs. It was fucking fun. Lots of blood everywhere. It was fun. I really like those violent movies where it's like, it's not like Saw violence where it's just like limbs flying off, but I really like the movies where it's like, you just hear the punches, you know, and you see the blood, like, when it's, like, a meaty sound, and, where it's, like, actual violence. I really like those movies, like, the real violence, and it had a lot of that, so I really enjoyed it. And, the issue that I had with it was the actual setup. Like, why the fuck did they keep this kid? Like, they kidnapped him for money, we know that. Why the fuck did they keep him for, like, 15 years. He's like 17 now. Like, why did they keep him this whole time? I still have an issue with that. They're criminals. I find my criminal, I get my money, I either kill the kid or I give him back, or I just fucking throw him in the woods or something. Like, I'm not keeping a kid, right? I got my money, or I didn't get my money and I killed the kid anyways. Like, why am I keeping him? So that was my main issue with the movie. It was the actual setup. But other than that, it was fucking fun. And it stars, one of the fathers is the guy from The Thieves. He was in The Thieves. Another one of the fathers was the guy from Return of Superman. He was there with his sons. He was really cool. And then the other father was in Doctor Stranger. He played one of the North Korean spies. So I was like, yeah, I know people. I'm starting to recognize people. This movie was great. This movie was great, even though the pacing was a bit odd because there's like this big moment, like this big like confrontation, and I'm like, okay, we're getting to the end, right? And then I looked and it was like another 40 minutes left, and I'm like, huh? Like another 40 minutes? Like this, it seemed like such an ending moment and scene, and just kept going, and it was a bit, there was just too much going back and forth with certain characters. It's like he wants to get revenge for being kidnapped, blah blah blah, but there's other characters involved, and I'm trying not to spoil it, but it's like there's too much going back and forth. Like, let's just get the kid, right? Like, the fathers know that he knows now, and he's trying to kill them all, and he's trying to get revenge. So it's like, let's get to a confrontation already. Are they gonna kill the kid, or is the kid gonna kill them? Let's fucking move it on. And it took a while to get to a satisfying like conclusion, and it could have ended a bit earlier. Those 40 minutes after the big scene, they could have been, they could have been cut out, I think. But other than that, I really enjoyed it. The acting was great. The main kid was really good at yelling. Holy shit, he was just like yelling, why? And it's like holding a gun and he's just yelling and crying. He was really good. Like, shit, like, you yell, boy, you yell. And, yeah, the monsters, like, represent... I don't fucking know what they represent. They were trying to be all artsy and shit, like, all deep. The CG was not good. I wish they didn't have CG, because they actually, like, show the monsters that he sees. I wish there was nothing there. It would have been a lot better. Like, we know he sees something, but let's not see it ourselves. That would have been much better to me. The monsters, I guess, represent all the fears that he has, and the fact that he fears that he will become a monster like his fathers. You know, he grew up seeing them kill people and do all this shit, and because they're really violent. And, you know, he grew up seeing all of that violence, and maybe he's afraid that he's going to be like that as well. And the monster represents that. But I wish we hadn't seen it. I wish it's in his brain. I wish it would have stayed there instead of snapping on some, like, CG on screen. So, yeah, but other than that, I really enjoyed it. Hwayi. Oh, and the girl from Angel Eyes is in this, but her acting was not that great. She was way better in Angel Eyes. I liked her there, but here, not so much. And yeah, Hwayi. He was good. Like, the boy was good. Some solid fight scenes, solid violence. I really like the solid violence. That was my favorite part. The fact that it was so, like, just stabbing people in the neck, like, breaking necks, breaking arms. It was really good, so I highly recommend it for the violence. And yeah, that's about it.
아빠, 물어볼 게 있어요.
너 이름이 뭐야?
화이야. 다녀왔습니다.
아빠한테 전화하지 그랬어. 왜 힘들게 걸어와. 에이. 아들.
오늘도 고생했네.
오는 길에 별일 없었지?
네, 아빠.
오늘 수고했다.
네, 아버지.
죽여.
그 사람 눈이 아니야.
이렇게 계속 키울 순 없어. 화이는 우리하고 달라.
저 못할 것 같아요. 하고 싶지 않아요, 아버지.
넌 아빠들이랑 다르다고? 넌 깨끗하다고? 죽여. 쏴.
사실대로 말해줘요. 그 아이가 누군지.
하이, 처음부터 그러려고 데려간 거지?
총안 내려놔! 말리지 않았어요.
네 기억 속엔 우리밖에 없잖아.
아빠는 다 알고 있었죠. 왜 그랬어요? 나한테 왜 그랬냐고.
아빠들이 다 괴물들인데 너도 괴물이 돼야지.
아빠, 왜 절 키우신 거예요?